Sundays in the garage, I tackle a couple of jobs under the hood of a 2003 Mercedes CL500. Plus, if you're an owner of a W220 or C215, stay watching. Also, we give the ML55 a much needed detail. Okay, so we've just popped the bonnet and going to tackle a couple of jobs in the engine bay of my 2003 CL500. So one of the errors I was getting, malfunctions I was getting, was the wiper fluid. So that no big deal there. I've filled that up. But actually, one of the things I want to do today, because it's actually a fairly urgent thing, I think, is inspecting the drain. Now, in the W220 and this model, this was actually one of the major problems with this car, or this series of car, in that what would happen is if that drain down there like filled up and was blocked, water would potentially go back this way, I presume beyond the firewall, or maybe sort of down and then under into the floor pan of the car, and quite seriously would fry the computer modules, which were normally, I know in the W220 they're in the back, under the back seats. Probably the same deal for this car. Now, if that happened, I mean, your car is stuffed. So let's have a look at this. Now, I've already put my hand down here, so I know what's down there, but I just wanted to actually take a quick clip and show you what I've just found, which kind of really made me quite nervous. But it's just all this crud down there. So I don't know where the rest of it's going, but it's actually quite a serious concern. Let's see if we can take this out, actually. So if you've got a car of this, one of these cars, I think it's very well worth the effort of actually trying to clean this area, because as I said, if it were to back up, then you're going to be in a heap of trouble. Right, so I've got my bucket. Here goes. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah, and you will not believe the amount of dirt that's come out from that drain. So that's fantastic. That's a really worthwhile job. So again, guys, if you've got like I said, W220 or a C215 with this particular drain hole, I urge you to remove the cover and put your hand down there and just check for any debris. This was actually, I believe this was a class action at the time, and it was a major defect in these cars. And I mean, look, there's no point in criticising the designers, but I guess, you know, it's obviously something that would have caused a heck of a surprise amongst new owners of these cars at the time. But, you know, obviously we have people that own these cars now have the benefit of hindsight, so why wouldn't you just do a bit of preventative maintenance? And there you have the heart of the C215, the glorious M113 5 litre. I mean, it really is such a beautiful looking motor, isn't it? I've just spent the last few minutes degreasing, so I'm definitely going to be up for breather cover gaskets, which are fairly common in these, so that's definitely going to need to get done, because you can just see a bit of weeping there. Probably at some point even rocket cover as well. Jeez, that one looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? So that doesn't look quite right either. Jeez, it looks like anyway, that's going to need to get looked at. So that these will be things. And one of the other things that I'll definitely get done is the idler pulley, change belts as well, because I know, because it's pretty noisy. So get all that changed out, and that'll make a big difference to the sound of the car. This is pretty much the first sort of in-depth look I've had at the engine bay. So just doing just a couple of really basic jobs, but I'm just about to put the covers back on and pretty much call it a day.